Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Attree Unplugged. Today's guest is Tahlia, so let's get straight into it. Hey, Tahlia, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you both?
Good, thank you. A couple of topics I want to cover with you today. Let's start with the obvious one, real estate. So, been with Attree nearly 3 years.
Yep.
PA to Michael Aubrey.
Yes. Yeah.
Give us a bit of insight into sort of going for the role and how it all looks actually doing it now that you're doing it.
Yeah, cool. So every day to day is completely different.
Yep.
Obviously working with different clients, different homes, even different like building inspectors
Yep.
and clients we use in the business area.
Yep.
It's great using different people,
It is.
and you
Yep.
don't have to do the same thing day in day out. We don't have the set task list that we have to work off or anything like that. It's great that we get to work with families and help their journey, and it's not just about our business either.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people that maybe don't necessarily love the routine as much would really thrive in a role like this because, like you said, each day is different.
Yeah, and it provides you that challenge to be flexible as well. You're not just relying off, yes, I'll do this, yes, I'll do this. You've got to adapt and overcome, and yeah, it's good.
Let's take a little step back. Prior to the role being advertised and applying for it, what did you want to be?
I originally wanted to be a phys ed teacher.
Okay.
Very into the sporty realm
Yeah,
of my life.
which we'll cover on.
So yeah, phys ed teacher for a long time there.
Beautiful. So we advertised for the role. What made the decision for you to apply?
I was in a role where I was doing just the daily admin tasks and get quite bored of that quite quickly. So I did want a challenge, and real estate was something my best friend had always talked about through high school. And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be interesting, but I was set on phys ed.
Yep.
And then when it came up, I was like, you know what, let's give it a crack. Like it might work, it might not,
Yep.
but it's something different, and I'm always looking for a challenge. So I thought, give it a go.
Beautiful. Speaking of challenges, what's sort of over the 3-year journey, what's been one of the biggest challenges for yourself?
Probably marketing myself as working in real estate, having those conversations with friends or family that it's trying to bring us business, but at the same time trying to still remain friends and family with them. So just finding that fine.
Yeah, beautiful. I did forget to slip this one in for the prep questions for you, but in terms of future, how does that look for yourself within real estate? Where would you like to see yourself?
Yeah, I think working with Michael was awesome. He teaches you all the ropes and the little tricks and what can help you in the role. So I'd love to follow in his footsteps and become a real estate agent on my own.
Yep.
Obviously got a while to go yet, lots to learn.
Yeah,
so,
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. All right, let's flip it. Let's go into probably one of your biggest, or it is your biggest passion, which would be netball.
Yes.
So you're the president of the Zodiac Netball Club?
Yep.
Which would have its own challenges, I'm sure. In terms of being still relatively young, what's that like being the president and having to deal with sort of the day-to-day operations?
We've got a great club, so coming across issues doesn't come very often.
Yep.
When it does, though, age doesn't seem to be a factor when I'm talking to people because myself and my committee have such a strong passion for, like, we've got girls that are 6 years old and then players that are 60 years old.
Beautiful.
We're just a family club. So when it comes to issues, it's not like sitting down and going, you know, we're giving you a first warning or anything like that. It's let's help each other. Like let's get to the bottom of this. And yeah, it's not hard being a young president because we're all family anyway.
Yeah, nice. We recently learned, obviously, Attree through 2023, 2024, we don't sponsored $40,000 towards sort of grassroots footy, go-karting, netball, all sorts of areas that we covered. What's the importance of sponsorships to a club like the Zodiacs?
It's amazing for us. We function in a low socioeconomic area, so most of our families come across with 2 or 3 kids, and you can imagine our fees are somewhere between $250 and $300. So per kid, it can be quite hefty. And our registration period is January, so straight after Christmas, just before everyone goes back to school. So finding those funds in that area is quite difficult. And then for a club as well, being able to supply those families with new uniforms, new equipment, get them out on the court so they can enjoy something they love and build new friendships and skills for life. yeah, we couldn't do that without sponsorship like Attree's.
Yeah, beautiful. In terms of some of the events and things like that you've held for Zodiacs to obviously get the fundraising, what's been some of the best ones or the fun?
Whoa. I've got to say our 50th was good.
Yep.
We did a 70s themed quiz night.
Yep.
That Attree sponsored and Michael was MC for.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's definitely in a highlight book. So that was a good night.
I'm sure he hated emceeing that. Final question I wanted to touch on is the umpiring side of things. So you've umpired at a state and national level. What's that like, and what are some of the challenges that come with that?
Umpiring, I wouldn't tell anyone to do. It's difficult, but once again, love a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer this one.
Let's pivot. What was one of your favourite games to umpire? You did show me that one recently.
Yes.
Where you had to make a tough call right at the whistle. So what was that like?
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight. So grand final for State League this year, Opens division. It was the last 20 seconds and one goal between it.
Mm-hmm.
My favourite part of umpiring, I would say, is the hecticness in that 20 seconds and that deep breath you take. And you can't hear the crowd because they're so loud, so it's kind of white noise. But you yourself have the whistle in your hand. You can take control at any point. And yeah, that's an awesome feeling as well.
And you've probably got to have that hyper focus to make sure. It's obviously such an important call to make.
Yeah.
And take us back through that. So they had 20 seconds to go. One score in it.
Yeah, one score in it. So it went down to Western Roars and they put the goal through, and then there was about 10 seconds left, somewhere around there, as Comets sent a pass. So Comets got it down to their end. Western Roar had amazing defensive pressure, but they got it into the circle. And then the rule only changed this year. So once you release the ball now, even if it's in the air and the whistle goes, it's still a goal. Where it used to be, it had to go straight through the ring to be called as a goal.
Okay. Yep.
So this year it changed. It's allowed to release from the hand, but the shooter unfortunately still had fingertips on it when I blew the whistle for time. So it was a no goal. Western Roar won.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a decision to have to make.
I know. I kind of walked off and went, was that right?
Yeah.
My co-umpire was, definitely, you're good.
Which is good, because you don't have the benefit of replays and things like that. So you've got to make that call. Yeah. All right, lovely. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you coming in. Awesome. As always, guys, please like and subscribe. There'll be continually releasing episodes and meeting more people at Attree Real Estate, as well as getting an understanding of the processes and things like that we've got in place. So thank you.
Thanks.